What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Vasily Lomachenko. Get this, Vasily Lomachenko versus George Kambosos. This is the breakdown. Vasily Lomachenko stops George Kambosos in round 11. So let's go to where it began, round 1, ding, ding. Kambosos came out aggressive like he promised. He came out like he was in shape. He came out ready to make a statement, and he started working those bodies, left hooks to the bodies, right to the bodies. And by the middle of the first round, you could see that Loma, he was all red under here from those attacks, those nasty hooks from Kambosos. Kambosos, back, coming him in, and he was, and Loma was still downloading, the matrix and the information, right? Then the last minute of that round, Loma landed a good left, straight left of his own, and he flurried here and there a couple times in that round. I gave that first round to Kambosos. Second round, more of the same. This time, Lomachenko started just slowly catching Kambosos with that straight left. Okay, Kambosos continued working that body though. Very effective. Right uppercuts to the body, right hooks to the body, left hooks to the body, and he was coming in strong. But then Loma kept with that sniper, with that straight left, catching Kambosos. And then by the end of the second round, you could tell Kambosos was having abrasions right there. Round 3, I gave that to Loma. Round 3, Loma started to open up more. Okay, and what he started doing, he started pressuring Kambosos in the corner. And Kambosos was still game, but he was aware that Loma was getting a lot more aggressive. So he kind of edged back a little bit, and he looked to counter. But those counters weren't there. Kambosos' jab really wasn't there. When he would use his jab, it was only to paw, to land that right hook or body shots to the body. Okay, so round 4. Round 4, Loma started really getting into that groove. By the middle of round 4, we seen Loma knowing he had him, and stepping, catching him, from those pivots and catching Kambosos off balance. And Kambosos knew at that point. Then it started to slow down. Okay, Kambosos started, like all these other fighters, Nicholas Waters and a lot of others, started to doubt themselves. You know what I mean? So he started waiting for Loma. Okay, that's a bad thing, because then Loma has time to move and do the nice little fancy footwork, which he started doing. Okay, so rounds 5, more of the same. This time though, Loma kept sidestepping and landing more of that straight left. Okay, which Kambosos really didn't do a lot, and then he started clinching. And that made me curious. I'm like, okay, what the hell is this about? Well, it was uncertainty. I don't think Kambosos ran out of gas. I just think he just was unsure of what to do. Round 6, Loma starts going to the body. Now this is the kicker. He started throwing these straight lefts to the body. You know what I mean? And he started throwing those. And then Kambosos was trying to catch. He would catch Loma with these left hooks to the body at times, and he was trying. And then George Kambosos was expecting Loma to stay right in front of him. Who's going to do that? You know what I mean? Teofimo, we seen him do that. It didn't work good for him. So what ended up happening? We had more clinches. And then round 7, Loma started, kind of slacking off himself. And then Kambosos started at times start going back to the body. Okay. And I was like, okay. At that point, Kambosos was showing his own. Round 8, same, like Loma took a break. Okay. He landed some straights. He discarded from going to the body, which was kind of weird because it was working. Okay. But it is what it is. Okay. I think it's kind of a swing round. Okay, round 9. Round 9, Loma started to really chop down on Kambosos, but Kambosos really started to show signs, dude. He, that right eye was bloody. Okay, those abrasions were getting worse. His nose was bleeding. So the damage was accumulated on Kambosos. Round 10, then now it's the championship rounds, and Loma, started showing the footwork, not really pressing the gas like I want him to, because let's face it, you got the younger guy, you're in his hometown, you're talking about retirement. We don't know how the judges are scoring this. So, I was getting kind of upset, me personally, because I'm like, okay, when are you going to learn that you can't just keep doing just the bare minimum to win and expect the outcome that you want? Okay, round 10, he started going back to that bodying shots, but he started, landing with this right hook, whereas Kambosos wasn't really able to land anything because the defense on Loma had it tight. He had it tight in there. Round 11, looks like we're going to see more of the same. So I'm like, okay. And then out of nowhere, Loma went right down to the body and caught him with a perfect shot to the solar plexus, putting Kambosos down. However, before that, he caught him with a straight left, and he went down, but the referee ruled it a slip. But Loma knew that ain't no damn slip. So I know I got him. I heard him upstairs. Now let me target that body. And he put his ass down in the 11th. Kambosos was hurt. You could tell he was hurt. I mean, hurt. But he showed balls. He showed heart. And he got up. When he got up, it was over with. Because at that time, Loma just back. Towel thrown in. Fight over. 11th round knockout for Vasily Lomachenko. Great stoppage. That took the corruption right out of everything. You know what I mean? And Loma is once again the IBF lightweight champion of the world. And I think, these now were tears of joy versus in the Haney fight, it was tears of anger. Okay? And I'm proud of him. Where does it go from here? Bob Arum, I think that Lomachenko should fight Shakur Stevenson. But then we heard Tank calling out Lomachenko. 6 years, go figure. Who knew? Right? But I don't know how that's going to go. But Lomachenko is going to enjoy the moment, like he said, and he was humble, and you know what I mean? Everything is good. And George Kambosos, gave all the props. He said he's a legend. He's been stopped for the first time in his career. And Loma is coming to the end of his road, but he's showing you why he's one of the greatest fighters on the planet still. Okay? And even though he's past his prime, he's still able to do what he did to George Kambosos. But great performance, great knockout, good stoppage, straight left to the body, resemblance of the Linares stoppage when he first went to 135. You guys tell me what you think about this breakdown between Lomachenko versus Kambosos. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.